extremely tired of people saying they're about to show me too, because it's like they're not showing me. My mom was like, I showed you. You saw it last night. I showed you all of her videos. I showed you her videos. I showed you who she was. I showed you. I showed you. I showed you. I showed you how horrible she was. I showed you. I showed you. I told you she's horrible. I told you she's horrible. After what I showed you, what you saw, that's what me and Dave saw. That's what me and Dave saw. That's what me and Dave saw. Her and Dave, they weren't showing me. So I don't understand who they were trying to show. I sat there when she was with Dave. I played Dance Dance Revolution like it was going out of style. I played Dance Dance Revolution and Tekken, and I played my PlayStation, and I played all of my video games, and I sat at home and I played Club Penguin all day long. Oh my goodness, all day long. It's like Disney. I was linked to Disney growing up or something. It's just like I was linked to Disney or something. But I wasn't that dick crazed Disney girl. He took the other girl. He took her, not me. Or Grim de Burn, this, that, and the other thing. It's all like something. Something. But when all the accounts went to the positives, this, that, and the other thing, apparently he took some other girl. And he took some other girl to all the dimensions, and the other girl got to go, and the other girl got to go, not me. It's like I got to see that he let the other girl go. Even when I went to Roswell, that was my honeymoon. And stuff like that. The other girl got to go, Keith and his girlfriend or something, I don't know. He took another girl. And all the stuff that was throughout my childhood, the sunflower, this, that, and the other thing, it's like I got to see that he took another girl, and they're trying to show me, he's about to show me, he's about to show me. It's like I had sunflowers, ladybugs, red and blue my whole life growing up. And it turned out to be one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I used to sit there and say, I'm so thankful God gave us a job. I'm like, thank God, thank God. And they're like, to the woman who believed in God, because God's not real. Like Corey used to always say, there is no God. It's like, I don't know why he hated me so much. I don't celebrate holidays. You need to celebrate holidays all by yourself, and I'll just be a part of them. Well, I had to set up Christmas trees. I set up the holidays. I celebrated the holidays and everything, and he used to not. So, I mean, he started celebrating the holidays, and he helped Hannah put up a tree or something. He didn't do that stuff for me. I asked him to get me a vacuum cleaner one year. He made me buy it myself. I bought a shark. A little lavender shark, but I had to buy that myself. And it's like one time, yeah, we got in a fight, but he got so angry, he smashed a cup down and he cut his arm. Like, he cut his hand. His hand had a huge gash in it. But he got so angry, and I don't know why he was getting so angry. And when my mom would come around, I'd bang my head on the wall, and I don't know why, but my mom used to sit there and say, get in there, make me cranberries. Get in there, make me cranberries. She used to sit there and say, I hate you, but I'm going to go fuck Stephen Foochek. He's over here. He's a cop or something, and I like him, and I'm going to go fuck him. And then she's like, and I'll be back. So she went on dates instead of coming to visit me. She wasn't visiting me. She was visiting the boys out there. She did the same thing. Stephen Foochek, I think, was the same guy that was over there in New Jersey that she saw. But he was there in North Carolina. In North Carolina, too. When she moved out to Fayetteville, she had Stephen over. We watched Ghostbusters or something. It was one of my mom's favorite movies. I don't know. But she had Stephen over. And it's like he smoked cigars and stuff, and it's like I was smoking a cigar at the time too, and I hated being connected to her damn boyfriends. And she was fucking them and holding their hands, and she was like saying, that's my man, that's my man. And she's like, he's taking me to the Caribbean. He's taking me to the Caribbean. I got invited on a cruise. She apparently was supposed to go to the Caribbean in August. I don't know if she went or not, because I didn't have contact with her. So I don't know if she went or not on that. But she used to always get taken on trips. Men used to take her all over the place. all over the place. She would go on all kinds of trips with her little boyfriends. She would go on dates all the time. I couldn't even get a guy to buy me a coffee. The only guy that bought me a coffee was this one dude who had this Ford, and he was like a redhead, and this one other dude named like Viabov. He Gupta Viabov Gupta bought me a coffee once, and I'm not even sure why, but I couldn't get a date for the life of me. Even if I tried, I couldn't get a date for the life of me. Everybody just kept asking me, what's my guilty pleasure? What's my guilty pleasure? And they kept asking me to send nudes and sending me dick pics, and I'd delete them right away. And I'd report them and stuff like that. It's like, and sometimes I would just talk to people on chat sites just because I wanted to talk to people to see if astrology was right or to learn about people and things like that. I did a lot of stuff, and I was so excited to go out and meet people and have friends. I never had friends like that before. I mean, in high school, I had Logan, and then Logan and I we got in a fight after, maybe it was because I didn't take my meds, like my mom said. I did take my meds, and they did give me headaches, but it turns out we had carbon monoxide poisoning, and my guinea pigs went hairless, and they killed my cat, Simon. And that was because there was a gas leak underneath the house from before she bought the house from a faulty inspection on June Street, and that was PNM. PNM failed, and we had a carbon monoxide poisoning, and my hair was falling out, and my mom's hair was falling out. My mom was treating me like shit then too. It's like that was on June Street, next to Jackson Middle School, and that was where we lived right after we left the house that her and Dave bought on Regent. It's like, I'll tell everybody about my past and everything. Not like my identity matters. Keep your identity safe. Keep your identity safe. All of the world is so fucked up that you can't talk about your past, your history, or anything. My mom used to sit there and say, oh, you don't need to know about all the men I slept with. But then she would get pissed off at me if I ever liked a guy or something, because it turns out she loved him. She's like, I loved him. How could you? I loved him. How could you? I was so... And then she was like, I was jealous. You got to be a housewife. I loved him. How could you? And I sat there and I'm like, ew, why would I want to be with someone my mom was with? Ugh. Just ew. Ew. Even more so, ew, just ew, 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 ew. It's like I wouldn't want to be with anything my mom was with. And I tried telling her. She's like, we need to figure out who gave me herpes. We need to figure out who gave me herpes. I'm sitting there and I'm all like, okay. I'm all like, good luck with that. She had like 5 or 6 different guys as a possible suspect. She thought it was Patricio. And then I was like watching Pineapple Express and he's all, herpes are for life. And then I'm like, well, it's in Jericho. PCH is in Jericho, right? Like Jericho, New York. And it's all like maybe it was Jericho because she had a boyfriend named Jericho at the time. And I tried helping her find out who. And it's all like, my mom could get pissed at me. But then again, I'm sitting here with the guy that was like, she could get mad at me later. It's like these people were there at Speedway or when I got a job and stuff. It's like I don't like the people when I got a job. I don't quite like the people when I got a job because they were mad at me and I didn't get to have the spirit that I had before. Because I was a stay-at-home. But I have no money whatsoever. I can't afford diapers. And Rose doesn't like to help me. And they lie about me constantly. And I don't understand because I did not have to have a job and I did not have a job. It's all like out of all of my life I've worked maybe 2 years. I worked at the ABC preschool and daycare, Just for Grins, pediatric dental, through the YDI, Bravo Cucina Italiana, Chick-fil-A, Waffle House, Barnes & Noble, the Human Services, Speedway, Hilton, and Wyndham, and the Spice and Tea Exchange, and some ATV place for a day. That's about it. And none of them are more than 3 months. So I really hope that I can keep a job, because now I really need one. I can't take care of my baby. I can't even afford diapers. Rose didn't buy her diapers. Rose won't buy her diapers. Rose won't buy her clothes. They're expecting me to go to fucking Catholic Charities and get diapers and clothes and stuff like that. And it's like I've had to. I've had to go to the freaking churches and ask for diapers and clothes and help with my laundry and stuff. I've had to. I've had to. But I mean, I can't afford to sit here and wait, because the government's supposed to be going after him for child support, or the government's supposed to go after him for alimony and spousal support, and that's something that should be automatically garnished from his wages through court orders, but the courts for some reason weren't ordering that or something. Or in North Carolina, they told me that they can just look him up through his tax database, and he has an employer identification number, and the employer identification number can automatically be court ordered into a child support garnishment. But they're sitting there saying you need to know the physical location, they need to summons him to court, and he needs to go to court. It's like, it doesn't mean that he needs to go to court, because they can automatically garnish for child support. And I know that because that's what they were telling me in other states. They said that in South Carolina too. North Carolina and South Carolina. It's only here in New Mexico that they're telling me that I need to know his physical address, and that he's sitting there saying hire a private investigator to find me. So maybe it's New Mexico that's all fucked up. Maybe New Mexico is the one that's all fucked up. And maybe I do need to go back to my mom's house. Maybe I do need to go back to my mom's house, make the relationship work. But it's like, do you realize how mean she was to me? She beat the crap out of me. She constantly beat the crap out of me and lied about me to people. I hate her. She's so lazy. She's like, you put crumbs, you're peeling stuff off my wall. I was not peeling stuff off of her wall. She's like, I told you not to do that. I had to buy a whole new wall because of you. I was not peeling stuff off of her wall. The house on 101 Montana Wells had the stucco falling off of it. I was not peeling it off. It was falling off. She's a fucking liar. She's like, you were doing it on purpose. You were doing it deliberately. You were doing it deliberately. You were cutting my hair in my sleep. You were cutting my hair in my sleep. You did this. You constantly were banging on the walls when I worked nights. Now you know what it's like. You're going to have to know what it's like to be a single mom like I was. You're going to have to know what it's like to be a single mom like I was. You were lucky to have Corey, and you didn't want him. You let it go, and it's like, and now I have him. So yeah, you have to see what it's like to be like me and be a single mom. Or is that like Rose or something? Because I wasn't a single mom. And I wouldn't have had kids if I was a single mom. I wouldn't have had kids if I was single. So, there you go, Mom.